Hello, everyone. Welcome to Take a Deep Breath, our wellness event, our mindfulness event. I hope you are doing well this morning and enjoying a beautiful morning and ready to take part, ready to feel some relaxation, and ready to invite some mindfulness into your life. Okay, so let's see who's here. Can you please put a one in the comments in the chat if you can hear me? Hello, Gwen. How are you? Nice to see you. Okay, if you can hear me and see me, please put a one in the chat. And let me know where you are at the moment as well. Please let me know who's watching, where you're coming from. Hi, Sonia. Let me know where you are, where you're coming from. Let's have a look at who's tuning in this morning. Okay, so we've got Gwen, we've got Sonia. Good. Everyone can see me and hear me. That's fantastic. That's really important this morning because we want to make sure that you're really getting the most from this session. So, right. Everyone can hear me and see me. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I think we've got a few people from England here, a few people from Zambia. Great. Okay. So this morning is our mindfulness event. We're coming in from ZADP and we want to invite you to use your breath and really think about how important the breath is in your life. Currently in Zambia, people are having a lot of trouble with getting access to oxygen. And the first thing I thought about is, wow, imagine the thing that's so fundamental to life, our breath, being taken away from you. How scary would it be to not be able to tune into your breath, not be able to take your next breath? So this morning, I really want to introduce you to something called pranayama. Pranayama is an Asian or Indian mindfulness technique, and it uses the breath to really help us manage our emotions, help us manage our mindfulness and our mental states, help us manage our mental awareness as well. Prana actually means energy when it's translated from Sanskrit. It means energy, but one of the most basic ways to translate that down is actually thinking about it as the breath, because the breath, imagine when you're angry or you're upset, how shallow your breath is and how that can kind of really affect your emotions. So when you breathe deeply, however, you can really calm those emotions down. You can access your mindset and do a lot of different things that can help you really in everyday life. Mindfulness and pranayama work together very, very well to help you access the present moment. I think that's probably the easiest way to describe it. It helps you access the present moment. Often, when you're stressed or you're unhappy, it isn't always about the present moment. Of course, in Zambia at the moment, the present moment is stressful. It's surrounded with people dying and people suffering. And we all know what that feels like during this pandemic. We've all had some of that. So we can all identify with how people are feeling in Zambia at the moment. To talk a little bit more about this, I'd like to invite Sonia to come up and have a chat with us about what's going on in Zambia at the moment. After that, I'd just like to go over what we're talking about today. We're going to have a stretching relaxation just to bring us into this wellness event, just to release any stress that we're feeling on the outsides of our bodies. And we're going to tune that in with the breath. Next, we're going to have some sound bowl therapy. We're going to listen to some beautiful sounds. We're going to think about how those sounds affect our breath and also feel within our bodies. And then we're going to do some pranayama, which is to do with our breath. We're going to breathe deeply. We're going to take that deep breath. And I'd like us all to be mindful that we're doing this for Zambia as well. So anyone out there that would like to donate, I would like to invite you to donate, but we will remind you of that throughout the event. And then after that, we're going to have a look at all of our senses and how they all link in with our breath as well. And finally, we have a beautiful final sound bath, some more sound therapy, and then we are going to say goodbye Before we get started this morning, I would like to invite Sonia to come and tell us what's going on in Zambia and why we're doing this event, and also why we all need to be more mindful about our breath and more grateful about the fact that we can take our next breath. Here we are, Sonia.
Hello, my name is Sonia Okrimi and I'm one of the members of the Zambia Anesthesia Development Programme. I wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody for giving up their time this morning and joining our wellness event in support of our Take a Deep Breath campaign. ZADP is a partnership of Zambian and UK anaesthetists who have been working together to support the development of safe anaesthesia and safe surgery in Zambia since 2012. We could not have anticipated how much this pandemic would change our work. Over the last year, Zambian anaesthetists have been on the front line, caring for some of the most unwell patients in Zambia with COVID-19. Already, they have used their knowledge and skills to save so many lives. The situation over the last month, however, has got a lot more difficult. There's currently a third wave of COVID-19 cases happening in Zambia, which is much larger than the country has seen before. This means that many more patients have needed to be admitted to hospital, and medical oxygen supplies have been completely overwhelmed by the number of people that need it. Oxygen is the most precious medicine we have. With it, even the most unwell patients with COVID-19 can get better. In response to this, we launched our emergency Take a Deep Breath campaign, and in only 2 weeks, already £12,000 has been raised. This money has been spent on 52 oxygen concentrators and hundreds of oxygen delivery devices, which are already on their way to Zambian hospitals. But we need to do more. Whilst we work to vaccinate as many people as possible and to get control of this pandemic, we need to help Zambian hospitals prepare for more cases of COVID-19 and be able to look after the most unwell with this virus. That means more oxygen concentrators, more oxygen delivery devices, and the vital equipment that's needed to look after these people. We are using this campaign to help support the incredible and brave doctors and nurses who are doing everything they can to look after patients with COVID-19. Thank you again for joining us this morning in this event. I hope you enjoy it, and please at the end take a look at our Just Giving page and see if you're able to donate what you can to help this work go even further. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. That was amazing. It really touches my heart that we're able to come together and donate and make such a difference for such a brilliant cause. I think it's so brilliant right now that we're able to be here together, that we're able to, for all of the donors that have donated, that we're doing something and we're making a difference. And that difference is saving lives. So if you are able to donate this morning, please consider donating. And without further ado, let's get started. So I'd like you to sit comfortably, and I'd like you just to relax. Adjust your clothing if you need to. Adjust your sitting position if you need to. I'd like to invite you to have a straight spine. I'll give you a moment just to position yourself. And here we go. Take a deep breath with me, please. And a deep breath out. In. I'm going to invite you to start rubbing your hands together. I'd like you to build up some heat in your hands. And I'd like you to place those on your neck. Rubbing down gently. As you're doing this, remember to breathe in and breathe out. Rubbing your hands again. Breathing in, breathing out. Over to your shoulders. Some of the points where a lot of us feel our stress. So really just rubbing that down there. Rubbing your hands together again. Remembering to breathe in and out. Building up some warmth in your hands. Just releasing that stress also on the other side. We're just warming up now just to be able to invite the breath in as we work through this workshop. We just want to release some of the easy stress that we have in our bodies so that we can really make the most of what we're going to do here today. Working down your neck and shoulders. Working a little bit more if you feel that you need it. I hold a lot of stress in my shoulders, so I'm going to work it a little bit more here. On the other side. I invite you all to follow along. And then taking your hands again, building up some warmth. And working down your arms. A lot of us work with our hands, we're on the computers, we're working with patients, we're working with our arms and hands. We don't realize that a lot of stress does build up there too. Let's treat our body kindly. Pulling through your fingers. Building up some more heat again. In yoga, we always look at balance. So once you've done this side, now we're going to do this side. Massaging your hands. Releasing any tension. And if you feel any tension in other areas of your body, please feel free to build up the heat in your hands and work on those areas. Pulling through your fingers. And you're probably feeling the heat as it's building up in your body right now, which is fantastic. That means your body is waking up to what we're doing this morning. And one more time now. We're going to just massage down the sides of our face and neck. Remembering to breathe in and out. There's no right or wrong way to breathe at this point. Just do what feels good to you. Okay, and once again, placing your hands down, and please, I invite you to take in a deep breath. And out. Again, in and out. Just feeling a really beautiful warmth going through the upper parts of your body now. And there we go. So we are ready to start. As we went through that massage, I hope you were able to just have a think about where the stress is within your body. I'd like us just to take a moment now and have a think about where does the stress live within your body. I'm going to guide you to do some breathing as we consider this. And I'm also going to play something called a singing bowl. This has a really beautiful tone that's very good at raising energy. And they come in many different sizes and different materials too, but we'll have a look at that later. Okay, so first, I'd like to invite you just to breathe in for 2. 1, 2, and breathe out for 2. 1, 2. Breathe in for 3. Breathe out for 3. slowing down now. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Breathe in for 5. Breathe out for 5. Now I'd like to invite you to be very aware of what's going on within your body when you're taking this breath. Often when we're going through life, we're not aware of breathing. It's something that happens automatically. Pranayama is about bringing attention and awareness to our breath. And through that, we're able to moderate our emotions, calm down, and help our awareness, help our stress, lower our stress as well. So let's bring some awareness to how we're breathing when we're breathing in. I'd like to invite you to place a hand on your chest here and one on your abdomen. Now, when you're breathing in and out, you should be breathing in deeply enough that you can feel your abdomen moving. Okay? So let's try again. We're going to breathe in for 4 now. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to do it with you this time. Breathing in for 4. Breathing out for 4. Breathing in for 4. Feeling your abdomen. Pulling in. Breathing out for 4. Now I'd like you to start to think of the breath as something very precious, something that's nourishing your body and something that's melting away any stress, any disease, any unwelcome feelings that live within your body. At the same time, I'd like you to be aware of where those live. For myself, it's within my mind. I feel a lot of stress here, and sometimes I get migraines when I get really stressed. And my other area is within my shoulder area. So at this point, when I breathe in, I'm going to be seeing the light sitting within these points. And I'm going to be seeing light sitting within these points. If you feel your stress within your chest, for example, your chest gets tight, I'd like you to see the light sitting within that area of your body. Okay? We're going to breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4. It's a very slow and controlled breath. I'd like you to make sure that you're breathing with your awareness. So breathing in and pulling in your abdomen, filling your lungs. And as you breathe out, I'd like you to feel that you're really emptying all of that air out. And it's a very smooth in, out, in, out. Okay? Now, as we do this, the body often isn't often used to this very, very conscious breath. Okay, so sometimes you may start to feel some tingles. You may start to feel your heart start to beat. You may feel tingles in your fingers. You may feel your chest widening. It may feel like a kind of a tingling feeling within your chest, and that just means that you're bringing a lot of oxygen into your body, and that's a really nice way to anchor you within this moment. It's anchoring you within this moment. At the moment, there's nothing going on around you. Hopefully, you're in a safe and relaxed space. And so there should be nothing going on around you that should be stressing you. I know outside there are things going on. I know in your neighborhoods or outside of this room or outside of this space there are things going on. But in this moment, I'd like you to invite you to be here fully and presently with that breath of in 4 and out 4. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to play the singing bowl for you. Here we go. Breathing in for 4. in for 4, out, in and 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 out, going at your own pace. Now I'd like to invite you to do a visualization with me. If you remember, before we started this breathing session, I asked you to visualize where stress and anxiety lives within your body. For me, as I mentioned, it lives within my shoulders and here at these points where I often get migraines. I would like to invite you that when you breathe in, that you're breathing in light that is coming in through your body. And I'd like you to visualize this, if you're able to visualize, coming in through your body and it's washing through those areas of stress. And as you breathe out, it's taking those areas out of your body. So the light is coming in, it's sending out those areas of stress. I'd like you to visualize this as closely as you can. If you're unable to visualize, just try to think that when you're breathing out, that you're sending that stress out of your body. Okay? So let's try again. Again with the 4 breath, breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and in, bringing in the light, and out all of that stress and anxiety in your body. Your own time, just bearing in mind that you're breathing out any anxiety, any stress within the body. You're in your own safe haven. In and out. Release that stress. Releasing all anxiety. Present within this moment with your breath. One final round. Wow. I hope you're feeling a lot more relaxed. I hope your body is feeling light. Mine is, even though I couldn't do the in and out breath because I'm guiding you. But I feel very, very light, and I hope you're feeling the same way. I hope you're able to follow along. I hope you're able to visualize. I hope you can feel, wow, where are those tight knots that I felt this morning? I hope you can feel them melting away very slowly. Before we move on to the next session of this wellness event, which will be the pranayama and moving throughout our body, I would just like to read a couple of the messages that have come in from Zambia about what's happening there at the moment. I will warn you, they are quite heartbreaking, but I think it's important to understand what's happening there right now so that we can come together to make a difference. So here we go. Very good friends of mine died yesterday, both from COVID. One was a headmaster running his own school, and one a pastor who opened a clinic in the worst, most deprived compound in Lusaka, sorry. And then there's another one here. We're in a grave situation here. All of our COVID centres are full to capacity, and we have a serious shortage of ICU space, oxygen, and oxygen delivery devices. When I read these messages, it's very difficult to read. It has been difficult for me to read and imagine the kind of experiences that doctors in Zambia are going through. I'm so thankful to the people who have come together to help us already and support us and donate. But we still do need to do some more. There's a lot more space for help and things that we can do in Zambia. And I do invite you all to come together to help Zambia and do your best. I feel that if we had family there, it will be, easier to get people to come together to run and fight for people that are doing things. But we are all family. We're a human family. We're an earth family. And we need to come together to do things for our brothers and sisters in Zambia. So even though this is upsetting to read, and it's hard to read because we're all going through things at the moment, if you're able to, please do donate. So now I'd like to invite you to do a pranayama, and this is really it's a lot more directive than what we've been doing. We're going to do in and out breaths before, as we have done previously, but we are going to add a hold in with one of the in breaths. So I will be doing this with you. And so, one moment, please. Here we go. If you make sure that you're comfortable, your head back and forth, side to side, getting ready for the breath. The most important thing that we have, the thing that keeps our life force going. Head back and forth. Rotate your shoulders back and forth. And now let's prepare to take an inhale for 4 breaths and then exhale for 4 breaths. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. Out. 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 Breathing in. Breathing out. Coming to a stop now. I'd like to invite you to put your hands together into this. Place it onto your chin. Elbows up. Chin leveling on your fingers. Breathing normally now. We're going to breathe in and out, and we're going to move our arms, the dynamic pranayama. I'm going to demonstrate it for you. As we breathe out, raise our left straight line. Holding our hands under our chin. In, we raise our arms up, space to the lungs to take in all the air that's needed. Here we go. Let's take our first breath. In, out, out, and in, out, hands down to your knees. Breathe normally just for a moment. Feel tingling, relaxation, your heart opening. Don't be concerned. It's all normal. Feel tingling in your fingers and your chest. Okay. Together. And now we're going to do the reverse. Ready for the in-breath. Breathe in with the arms going down. Out. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Hands down to your knees. Breathing normally again for a moment. Attention to where you feel calm within your body. Pay attention to where you're feeling presence within your body. Pay attention to tingling, any opening in your body. And when I say opening, it's the feeling of, how can I explain opening? Opening is like the feeling of your body being light and connected. Breathing normally here for a moment. Now we're going to add a pranayama with a hold. Breathing in for 4, going to hold for 3, and breathe out for 4. Another dynamic pranayama. If you have trouble holding your breath, you can hold your nose to help you hold for the 3 counts. Okay? I'll hold my nose just to demonstrate when we are holding. I'll use my hands to demonstrate breathing in and breathing out. Okay? So here we go. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Out, 1, 2. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Over here, putting your hands back down on your knees, breathing normally. You may find your heart is beating a little harder here, perfectly normal. Again, you may feel tingles in different parts of your body. Again, this is normal. Now we're going back to our 4x4 breath. Breathing in for 4, out for 4, in for 4, out for 4. Hands back to your knees, breathing normally now. I'd like to invite you just to do a scan of your body. How does it feel within your head? Just breathe normally in and out consciously with awareness. How does it feel within your eyes? How does your neck feel right now? Your shoulders feel? How do your arms feel? hands. How does your chest feel? Consciously bring your awareness to these areas of your body, scanning down. How do your ribs feel as they go in and out? Awareness now to your body, to your belly. How does that feel as you breathe in and out? Down to your hips. Down to your thighs. Aware of how the breath feels within your body. Down to your knees. Shins. How the breath feels within your ankles now. To your feet. Breathing normally here as you bring the awareness to your body and how the breath, bringing peace, breath, breathing normally here, focusing on how your body feels, focusing on how light you might feel, any tingles that you're feeling, any opening of your chest, how your chest and abdomen move with the breath, how clear your mind is within this moment. Out consciously, your own rhythm. Areas of tension you find within your body, just take note of them now. Another in-breath before and out before. Found any areas of tension within your body. I'd like you to breathe in light, energy, positivity, power. I'd like you to breathe out that tension. I'd like you to release it from your body. I'd like you to surrender that tension and send it out. You don't need it. Rounds here just to get rid of any last areas of tension. In, 4, light, out any tension. Out through your mouth if you want to, and do it forcefully. Send it away, you don't need it. In, light, out, light, out, tension. Breathing normally now, deeply, taking a deep breath for ourselves, breath for all of the people at the moment who are unable to. Consciously breathing, gratitude that we can breathe freely. Out, in rhythm. Hope you're feeling light, full of energy for this beautiful morning. Thank you for being with me this morning. Before we end with our sound bath, I would like you to just have a think about how the breath affects different areas of your body. I know we did the body scan, scanning through our body to release tension, to realize the blessing of the breath in all areas of our body. But now I'd like you to leave you with something that you can use throughout your day, something that you can take away. And this is something that works with your five senses. This is something that you need to be aware of, and it's how you invite peace into your body, the five senses that we have. Okay, so I'd like you to think about how peace comes in through your eyes. How peace can come in through your eyes. Maybe it's taking a walk outside, looking up at the sky. No matter what's going on around us, we can all take a moment to look up at the sky. Maybe that's how we can find peace. Our eyes. It could be closing your eyes and remembering the smile of our loved ones, remembering something that fills your heart with gratitude and joy. And a breath, nice, that thing, taking a breath as you see the sky, look up at the trees, breath, linking that breath with that vision. Next, I'd like to move on to our hearing. How can we hear and invite peacefulness into our life with our breath and our hearing? Always hearing the birds chirping. That's what it is for me. I absolutely love to hear birds singing, or nature in any environment. So just going into a place where you can hear those beautiful sounds. Birds singing. That reminds you to take a deep breath. Those birds sing, or those waves crash against the rocks. Maybe as you remember the voice of your mother singing, or the voice of your husband or wife telling you that they love you, or the laughter of your child, whatever that is, that peace, breath with that now. Connect the sound with your breath. And now let's think about the smell. I have some wonderful things here. These are essential oils, and they're very, very useful for stress. I often use them when I'm feeling particularly stressed. I may put some on my temples, breathe those in. But you don't need essential oils to feel stress-free or to feel peace. You can smell flowers. I often like the smell of lavender, and I like to take the little heads and crush them under my nose. It may just be smelling flowers in a park. We all know how beautiful flowers smell. We all have our own favourites. No matter what your favourites are right now, I'd like to invite you to remember smelling your favourite smell. It may not even be something natural like flower or lavender or essential oils. It may be the cooking, your home cooking, the smell of that perfect dish going onto your plate and the anticipation of eating it. I'd like you to imagine that smell now, whatever it is for you. And take a deep breath. Peace, that wonderful moment. Now I'd like to think about touch. Perhaps it's that massage that you get, a massage that you remember. Perhaps it's your feet touching the sand at the beach, or the rocks as you take your shoes off as you walk home. Perhaps it's the grass under your feet. Perhaps it's the leaves of a tree, or touch of a flower, touch of someone's skin. Every touch brings peace to you. I'd like you to think about that now and just take a deep breath. Lastly, we have taste. There are so many wonderful things to taste. Sometimes we taste things and we can send ourselves into fits of desire and joy. We all have our favourite foods, things that we love to eat. About some of those things right now, some of those things that fill you with joy. Breath, as you imagine eating it, as you think about the taste, as it touches your tongue, the flavours of that drink, or for some people it may be coffee, it may be tea, it may be juice. Whatever that thing is for you that brings you pure joy and peace, just close your eyes and just think about that right now. Those five senses are with you no matter where you go. No matter what's going on around you, we all have the power to close our eyes and for a moment imagine any of those things. We can smell, we can touch, hear, we can see. No matter where you are, we can choose the appropriate sense to use, and we can take a deep breath to anchor some peace into our moment, to recharge us to continue. So right now, let's all take a deep breath before we end with our silent bell. One more. Okay. I just have to clear my desk here because we have a very special symbol of the final future. Before we start, I would like to say thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for giving yourself this time. Thank you for being here and experiencing this and listening to what we have to say, hearing about Zambia and sending your wishes and taking a deep breath, Zambia. During this final session, I'd like to invite you to either lie down, sit in a relaxed position, close your eyes, and just take in this final 5 or 10 minutes sound dedicated to Zambia and to all of the people there. I hope everyone absolutely enjoyed that as much as I did. Wow. Oh, I absolutely love the sound of the singing bowls. It really does just relax me and just brings me into the moment. And I hope it did the same for all of you. So this is the end of our wonderful mindfulness session, our wellness for you on this Saturday morning. I'm wishing you all an amazing time no matter where you're located. And please leave comments. You can let me know what you liked best. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling relaxed and energized and ready to take over this amazing day. Go and live into your light, live into your brilliance, and remember to take a deep breath. And if you can, please donate to Zambia. The link is in the description. We absolutely love your support. And we'll hopefully see you here again soon. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a happy Saturday.